Hello everyone. Today we will sit together with my classmates several topics to become great communicators. Let's get started with receive pronunciation, also called Queen's or King's English, Oxford English, or BBC English. It's an accent of standard English in England, with a relationship to regional accents similar to that of the other European languages. A serious problem will be that Daniel Craig would have to imitate the accent for a role that is about playing a person of a royalty king. To know if King Charles of Wales is behind the attack on Diana, in a part of an spin-off of James Bond film, and see if the king is before all this. His main problem that will have to happen is knowing how to speak the received pronunciation. So first of all, some of the diphthongs are pronounced differently with classic RP as they are to the modern RP. Remember that a diphthong is actually two sounds in one syllable. So for example, the ua diphthong, which is found in cure, pure, and sua, and during with classic RP, this will definitely be pronounced very correctly. They may say pure, during. So with modern RP, the diphthong can actually sound more the long monophthong the one found in horse, cut, but. For example, cure, your, but. You can hear there's not very much different, but with classic RP that will be said very correctly, as well as the diphthong ia is in ia, the found in hia, nia, fia, yeah. This one in the classic RP has very interesting twist. This one actually blends with the monophthong. So you might hear RP speakers saying yes instead of years. And with this, our favorite character will be a good shot. Now let's continue with my classmates.
The International Pronunciation. The International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, an alphabet developed in 19th century to accurately represent the pronunciation of the language. One aim of the International Phonetic Alphabet was to provide a unique symbol for each distinct sound in a language, that is, every sound or phoneme that serves or distinguishes one word from another. The concept of the IPA was first broached by Otto Jasper in a letter to Paul Passy in International Phonetic Association and was developed by A.G. Ellis Henry Sweet, Daniel Jones, and Passy in the 19th century. Its created intent was standardize the representation of the spoken language, thereby sidestepping the confusion caused by the inconsistent conventional spelling used in every language. The API was also intended to supersede the existing multitude individual transcription system. It was first published in 1888 and was revised several times in 20th and 21st centuries. The International Phonetic Association is responsible for the alphabet and publishes the chart summarizing it. The IPA primarily uses Roman characters. Other letters are borrowed from different scripts, and are modified to consumer than Roman style. The critics are used to find distinction and sound and show nasalization of vowels, late stress, and tones. The IPA can be used to approve the narrow transcription. For example, in English, there is only a T sound distinguished by native speakers. Therefore, only one symbol is needed in a broad transcription to indicate every T sound. If there is a need to transcribe narrowly in English, dialectical marks can be added to indicate that T's in the words tap, pad, and steam differ strongly in pronunciation. The IPA didn't come become the universal system for phonetic transcription that its designers had intended, and is used less commonly in America than Europe. In speed, the acknowledged shortcomings is widely improvised in linguistics and dictionaries, though often with some modifications. Lexis. Lexis is a term in linguistics referring to the vocabulary of language. Lexis is a Greek term to refer word or speech. The adjective is lexical. The study of lexis and lexicon, or collection of the word in a language, is called lexicology. The process of the adding words and word partner to lexicon or a language is called lexicalization. In grammar, the discussion between syntax and morphology is by traditional lexically based. In recent decades, however, distinctions has been disputed by research the lexical grammar. Lexis and grammar are now generally perceived as independent. Examples and observation. The term lexis from ancient Greek for word refers to the old words in language to the entire vocabulary of the language. In the history of modern linguistics, since approximately the middle of 20th century, the treatment of lexis involved substantially the acknowledged to great degree the importance of central role of words lexicalized phrases in metro representation of linguistic knowledge and linguistic processing. Grammar and lexis. Lexis are morphology, listening, loaded, syntax, and grammarly because these aspects of the language are interrelated. The morphemes above the S on cats and on its give grammatical information. The S on cats tell us that the noun is plural, and the S on its could suggest a plural noun, as in they had some its. The S on its could also be formed the verb used to the third person he, she, or it, its. The edge case, the morphology of the words is strongly connected with the grammar or structural rules that govern how words the phrases relate to each other. Research, particularly over the last 15 years or so, is beginning to demonstrate more and more clearly the relationship between the grammar and lexis is much closer than we used to think. In making sentences, we may start with grammar, but final shape of the sentence to demonstrate what words which make up the sentence. Let us take a simple example. These are both likely sentences of English. I laughed, she bought it. But she following are not likely sentences of English. She put away, she put it. The verb is completely useless. It is followed by both or direct object, such as it also adverbial or place like here or away. I put it on the shelf. She put it. Taking three different verbs, loud, bought, and put, as the starting points result in the sentence which are quite different in structure. The lexis in grammar, the words, and the sentence proceed hand in hand.
Connect speech. Connect speech is a continuous stream of sounds without clear-cut boundaries between them, and the different aspects of connect speech help to explain why written English is so different from spoken English. The pronunciation of words in connect speech may leave vowel and consonant sounds relatively intact, as in some times of linking or connected speech may result in modification to pronunciation that are quite dramatic, including deletions, additions, or change of sounds into other sounds, or combinations of all three in a given word in context. Aspects of connected speech. A little about context. We can consider a theme influencing sounds at the phonemic level as opposed to the alphonemic level. The phoneme is lost altogether, T or D or H. Weak and strong forms. English is a focus on coordinate language and attempting to make the stretches between focus on syllables equivalent can be stressed or not stressed depending the place they have within the sentence and the emphasis. Examples: be you in strong and weak. Instructions and linking. When two vowel sounds meet, we can tend to insert an extra sound which resembles either A, G, W, or R to make the translation sounds between the two vowels. Example are all and wake up. Problems for non-native speakers. Non-native speakers are infrequently ready to anticipate which lexical thing could possibly show up in a specific circumstance. Speech muscle contract in different partners. The pronunciation and accent. Fluency to talk, confidence to mistake in native speak that make the language non-native speakers afraid to talk. How to improve? Suggestions. Listen to yourself. Practice English alone and with your friends. Find a language buddy. Pay attention to your tongue. Imitate a native speaker. Add stress to sounds and words. Break words down into sounds. Write out difficult words by their sounds. Record yourself. Speak as much as you can. Practice with your tongue twister.